Hello, welcome to Happy Little Yarn, episode 142. My name's Amy. I come to you from Leesburg, Georgia. And this is where I like to talk about my knitting. All the knitting, all the yarn is glowing today. How do you like it? I have my little lights on and all the cubbies so you could see a little color today. And sorry for the sewing table being a little disheveled looking because I don't remember what state I left it in last week. Last weekend I started sewing something and I left it. So I don't want to move things around because I don't know the system I had set up. I'm going to have to sit down and reintroduce myself to the project tomorrow. Today is Friday, July 3rd, 2026. I hope you have something delicious. I actually have a little something different. A strawberry banana smoothie from McDonald's. It's 11:15 a.m. A little too early for a smoothie, but at least a smoothie like this. This is not a real fruit smoothie. I'm pretty sure. Probably just flavoring. Today I have an FO. Who am I? A finished object in 1 week. What? Some acquisitions, a couple whips, and I might talk a little beading. Let me move this over here so I can remember to talk about a little bit of beading. Actually, I have a lot of things for beading, but I went a little overboard. Okay, so do you remember last week I was saying I don't remember what I did with my neon yarns that I used for my Douglas cardi. My Douglas cardigan. Let me get a piece of paper because editing pictures in just makes me explaining things easier. So the Douglas cardigan is a pattern by Andrea Mowry. I knit for myself. I used Pretty Twisted Yarns in neon, Blacklight Neon collection. And last week I couldn't remember what I did with my yarns. So I scoured the room a little bit more because I just cleaned up my craft room. I know it's not in here, but it was in here. In the one place I did not do anything with. I have a very tall shoe rack. Let me see if I can show you. You see this tall thing? It goes all the way up and all the way down. But, yeah, it was in that. I didn't look through that. That's really just stuff holding gifts. It's holding gifts right now, and it's holding advents and some sewing doodads. That's what that big rack is for. I actually hate I got that thing as an eyesore. I don't like it. Too late now. But I found it. I found my yarns. And surprisingly enough, I finished the hat. So I had enough yarn to do 4 rows of each color in the hat. And I did not even crack into the full skein of black yarn that I had left. I still have some black yarn left. Last week when I showed you, I was right here on the double brim. I was just about finished with the double brim. So I joined it. What I mean by double brim is I cast the live. It's all stockinette. I cast the live, or I joined the live stitches to the cast on stitches, and it made a double brim. And then I went in the same order as the Douglas cardigan sleeves. It was really the whole body, but so I have a matchy hat with my cardigan I can wear in the winter. I would put it on. I will put it on, but my hair's on top of my head, so I'm not taking my hair down. But it fits. It's just not tall enough. I made it into like a skull cap, kinda. I just like it to cover my ears a little bit, but that's just because I have hair on top of my head right now. So, this is the Enchanted Evening Cap, a pattern by me. You can find it on Ravelry. I'll link it below. But I was thinking, what can I do with the rest of this yarn? I have no clue. I don't want it just to go to waste. I don't think I have enough black yarn without cracking into another full skein to do anything with it, but I thought maybe mittens would be cute, but I don't really wear mittens. I don't know. I thought about giving it away on here, but I don't know if anybody really wants my scraps. I'm going to think about it. I might find something else to coordinate with my cardigan and hat. So, I don't know. Conundrum. I don't know what to do with the rest of this yarn. And I don't know if it has nylon in it. Oh, I guess I could look. Posh DK. It does have nylon. So, I could do, technically, a pair of socks with, like, cuffs. Matchy-matchy. That'd be fun. Because I do like DK socks. They're very cozy. But Enchanted Evening Cap, you can look it up on Ravelry. I will link it below. It's patterned by me. And it is by my first and last name. So if you ever want to look it up, just if you can't find it by Enchanted Evening, if you look up Enchanted Evening Cap, let me make sure it is. I'm looking at my computer right now. Sorry. I think it is my name. Yeah, it's by Aimee, A-M-I-E. So, it's the only Enchanted Evening Cap that pops up in the search. But, I won't even begin. My last name is Ochsenfeld. Just, it's on there, so clearly you'll see it. It's no secret. So, that's how you pronounce it, if you ever look at my last name and wonder, how the heck do you say that? Ochsenfeld. It's my husband's fault. I like it. I think it's a very studious last name. Okay. Now for whips. I did do a little work on my Mermaid Avenue socks. I keep these on my desk at work. And at lunch I will do a row or two. And I might take a break in the afternoons, late afternoons. And I might do a row or just a few stitches. Usually this week I haven't had much time to do anything. But last weekend I did find time to put the heel in. I think I was... Did I have the heel in last time? I can't remember. I think I had the heel in last time. I think I just did the foot. I can't tell because I put the stitch marker somewhere. I wasn't really sure if it had the foot in it or not. So I think I had the heel done last time. I know I did it on a weekend. I couldn't remember if it was last weekend or the weekend before. The heel, the shadow wrap heel is in. These are the Mermaid Avenue socks by Summer Lee. And I've only gotten like a handful of rows finished. From... You can't even tell. It's so colorful. I love all the colors. That stitch marker right there. So, like, maybe 3/4 of an inch. Not even an inch. Not even worth showing, really, but this is a fingering weight sock pattern. So, I'm kind of proud of myself for making it that far. I'm on the foot now. So... The yarn is yarn by Hue Loco. I don't know the colorway name. It's been years and I lost the label. But it's a super colorful yarn. Love it. Absolutely love it. I know I'm going to get second sock syndrome. I feel like going ahead and casting on the second sock, but alas, I don't think I have another set of 9-inch circulars in 2.25 millimeter. These are 2.25 9-inch or 2.25 millimeter 9-inch circular needles by ChowGo, because you can tell by the red cable. So that is living in a bag I got at Sunkissed Fiber Festival in Florida, and the bag is from Whimsy Stitches. I love it. It's perfect to put in my work bag and take to work. Finally, this has only been worked on last night and this morning. I lost about 2.5 hours of my life over this. In a good way. In a good way. It's like falling down the TikTok rabbit hole. I assume. I don't have TikTok. But you know when you start swiping and you watch reels and you swipe and read and you lose like 2 or 3 hours of your life? That's what happened to me on this knit. I started knitting around 6:30 this morning, and I looked up. It was 8:30. I was like, oh wow, where'd those 2 hours go? I was really focused. I was locked into this project. Because this is, let me show you. This is the Plain Matter tee by Poolaknits. So it's just like a really loose, comfy looking tee made out of wool. I don't know how practical that is for summer, but in winter it'll be delightful. So, oh, I'm in the middle of a row. I guess I have to be in the middle of the row because I'm doing short rows right now. Let me untangle it. This little bit right here is all I have done. And, well, let me explain the timeline. You start by knitting these little rectangles. You do one for the right shoulder and one for the left shoulder. And then you pick up the stitches on one side and you leave stitches on stitch holders for your arms. This looks a mess. It was worse. Trust me, it was a lot worse. I've made it better. So, you pick up all those stitches. Oh no, did I lose stitches? No. Where did my needle go? Oh, there it is. Whew. That would have been hard to pick up. But you start doing all these short row shapings. So, I've been doing short rows back and forth between this rectangle and this rectangle. You join some stitches in between and you do some short row shaping between each rectangle shoulder thing. Let me tell you, short rows are clever. I don't know who came up with short rows, but whoever came up with it is very clever. It makes things just mold to your body better, I guess. Because I was like, how is this going to work? I had no clue. I'm like, this is not going to work. Between two rectangles that you knit, that's just long little strips, one for here, one for here, and then all of a sudden it makes sense because of short rows. Brilliant. But I am going to say this pattern, I don't know. Let's see if it says what, like, if it's a adventurous beginner or anything like that. I can't tell. Intermediate. Okay, that makes sense. Difficulty level intermediate. This pattern does not really hold your hand. Like, it has an abbreviation page with all the abbreviations on it. And there's one that's a double stitch abbreviation. I know what a double stitch is. It's basically for the short rows. I know how that works. But she uses it up to a certain point in the pattern. And then she starts saying, what is her wording exactly? I was like, what the heck does that mean? But stitch pair, purl to the stitch pair on the left shoulder piece. Why didn't she just put double stitch? Why has it got to be stitch pair? I had to figure that out. And there's some other wording in here really weird. It's like, begin cast on edge, begin picking up on cast on edge. You would think that means start where you cast it on and pick up. No. So on the top row, I was like, why didn't you just say pick up first stitch on it? I don't know. I was very confused. It took me a while. I've been knitting 15, 16 years now. Something like that. I was like, I don't know if it's lost in translation or something, but some of the wording in this pattern is very difficult to go through my brain and make sense. But the yarn is pineapple yarn in Mellow Grellow. I think that's what it's called. Mellow Grellow? I can't remember. I don't have the tag with me. But it's just basically the back short row shaping right now. I'm really having fun with it. After I figured out the terminology and what she meant, I don't even know if I'm doing this right. I could be screwing it all up. But right now I have it on 2 different needles. A 16-inch, because that's the only other 3mm I had available that I could find. And then I have a 40-inch Addy needle that I thought it would just go on, but no. They're working back and forth right now. I don't know if I'm doing it right, but for some reason it's working so far. I guess after 15 years, if I haven't figured out a thing or two by now, I might need a little bit more help from YouTube. But I was able to do it without looking at pattern pages or YouTube, so wahoo. But yay. Okay, so that is the Plain Matter tee. Hopefully I have a lot more done next time. Probably not. Next weekend. Okay, next, let's talk beading a little bit, because I have a problem. I have learned how to put a D-ring on bags. So I want to make stitch markers and keychains and all kinds of stuff to put on those D-rings as like charms for your bag that I make and send to you. I have beads. Lots of star beads. I don't know why I was feeling stars, but in skulls. If you know me, I love skulls. I'm just a skull skeleton kind of girl. Lots of stars. Then I have another one with ghosts and bats and more stars and like little disco balls. These little ghosts are really cute. I just dumped them all into the jars so I didn't have a million things sitting around. Look at the little ghosty. Wouldn't that be cute hanging on a little Halloween bag? Yes, it would be adorable. And then, if 2 wasn't enough, I have a third with some crescent moons, some larger beads, and more stars. I think Amazon is very sensitive on their add to cart button, and I think I got like 4 of the same thing. Maybe I saw it and added it to cart. I don't know, because I got the stars from Amazon. Because I was trying to find a certain size, and I'm not good with measurements like millimeters or centimeters in my head. Like trying to figure out if it'll fit on a certain little jewelry making rod or anything like that. These might work. The bigger ones will work better. Where's the bigger ones at? There's a big one right there. Like a big star. That's what I needed. But I have 3 of these full of beads ready to bead. And I'm going to start making... I've been looking at videos for making stitch markers and animal shapes with beads. Since I have all those seed beads from my grandmother-in-law that passed away. Sorry, I was just putting the beads out of the way. So I'm set on beading. I'm set. No more bead buying. I had enough stars now. I don't know how I got so many stars. The rest of them came this week, and yeah, just a lot of beads. Let's talk acquisitions. First, let's talk Advent. You saw that I had the Beach Bum Yarn Advent through, like, I don't know, I think I showed you through, like, the 15th. I saved one of the little bags because I really liked it. And I want a sweater's quantity out of this colorway. It's like a peachy red. Love it. But Lisa and I, Lisa 72 Stitches, Knit All the Yarn podcast, we finished. We finished opening our June Advent from Beach Bum Yarn. And this was the final day. Oh my gosh. That would make an amazing pair of Mermaid Avenue socks. Those socks I was knitting out of the Hue Loco yarn with the little slip stitch details. Well, that would make an amazing Mermaid Avenue socks. I can't remember what the name of this one was, but I might need a full skein just to make some socks out of it. But there's beautiful colorways in here. Love this one. All the colors. I love this color green. Beautiful. Very marshmallowy, whimsy looking. Delicate. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, so I have a whole nother Advent to add to my pile of Advents that I have. Pour all the yarn in there. I love this one too. And this one. Ooh, that one's nice. But I do want the full skein of this. I'm going to contact her today and see if she could dye that for me. Yay, Beach Bum Yarn. That Advent's done. And then I got some mail today. Happy mail. A viewer and friend. Her name is Tina. Of Tina's Workshop over on YouTube and Instagram. She so kindly made a whole video based on a gift she had in mind for me. I was blown away. I did not know she was going to do all that. Yeah, she is Tina's Workshop _YT on Instagram. And then Tina's _workshop on YouTube. I think that's how it is. So she made me, let me write this down. Well, I guess I will link it in the description below, the video that she made based on this. But she had wool that looked just like a Georgia peach, a ripe Georgia peach. Like fiber, and fiber content. She spun it up into yarn for me. And made labels. Look how cute that is. So go check out Tina's channel. It's Tina's Workshop. And watch the video of her spinning this yarn for me. And it was a birthday present. Because she knows I love peach. The color peach. And everything peach. And she is such a sweetheart. She got, oh, she put the details on it. It's 100% superwash BFL. Around a DK weight. It is, this one's 215 yards. And the fiber is from Black Bunny Fibers. And the colorway is Sunset on the Bay. But Tina spun this up for me. This one is 99 yards. Same information. I hate to use it, but I know actually something perfect I want to use it for. I think it would be perfect. Absolutely perfect. I don't want to say it. But, Tina, do you mind if I use this? Or do you want me just hang it on the... I might hang one on the wall just because it's so beautiful. And then use the other one. Would that be okay? I don't know. I just... It feels like... Put all that work into it. Not to use it? That would be crazy. But then you put all that work into it. And I just want to admire it. It's so beautiful. Look at the colors. Isn't that amazing? Yes. Thank you, Tina. That is an amazing birthday gift. I love it. Y'all go check out Tina's workshop on YouTube. I'll link it below. And then I got a little bit of yarn. A little bit. Lobby and Aimee. Lobby and Aimee, I guess is how she says it. She was having a free shipping weekend. And I got some. I probably should have gotten more. But I think this will be enough for like a short sleeve shirt. I want to make a stripy sweater out of this. It's like a neon yellow and a hot pink. Now, the only concern I have is, will it bleed? Does anybody have experience with this Lobby and Aimee yarn brand? Does it bleed? Should I be worried? I mean, it could be like a cool orange effect in the middle of it, but I really am not going for that look. I kind of just want a stripy sweater. Like big stripes. Like large color block stripes. Not small stripes, large stripes. But this is Super Wash Merino Nylon, 75-25. This is the Buzz colorway. And this is As If. As If, you know I had to have that colorway. Such a 90s girl. It's beautiful. So I got 3 of each to make like another tee one day. That's my new thing. I'm not going for sweaters. I'm going for tees. T-shirts. And then I ordered this a while back. She was having a little discount code thing going on. Let's see if I can open it. Oh, she didn't put a label on each one? Yeah, she did. Okay, good. Now I can show it. This is the Lemonade Shop. And I got 6 of these to make a little tee. And this is Hippo Disco. And I got it on Mighty Sock, which is a 75-25, 468 yards. I thought that would be a cute little gray speckly tee. So I got 6 of those from Lemonade Shop. It came in the mail this week. And that's it. That is it. I am going to sew this weekend. I have my little sewing project set up back there. Check that out on my other channel, Curiously Sewing. Got to get used to saying that. I'm used to saying Happy Little Yarn. But Curiously Sewing over on YouTube and Instagram. That's just where I'm going to be highlighting my sewing. Everything that isn't project bags. So, thank y'all for hanging out. There's not really much else to say about this week. It was just a normal week. Work, eat, sleep. Work, eat, sleep. Yep, that's it. So, I hope y'all have a wonderful week. I will see you next time.